Alright folks, we have gotten our first look at the new DC Superman suit from the upcoming James Gunn movie. And what is my first gut reaction to this suit? Well, I'm not a huge fan. My first gut reaction actually isn't a good one, which kind of sucks because I was really hoping that this movie was going to be stellar. I thought this suit really needed to knock things out of the park, and it just did not for me, and apparently a lot of other fans feel that way too. I think this is the most divided the actual James Gunn fan base has been on the movie so far. Now, I'm not a James Gunn fan or a Zack Snyder fan, as you would know if you've watched my videos before, but I am very interested in this movie because I am a Superman fan, and I am a comic book fan. And I always like seeing these characters brought to the big screen and being represented in pop culture in general. So I was really hoping that this suit was going to be the suit, you know what I mean? This DC universe is going to be the DC universe going forward for the years to come. This is going to be our representation of these characters in pop culture, the same way the MCU was for a long time. And I really think that they needed to nail this suit in a way that they just did not. First of all, I want to talk about the colors. I think the colors are too saturated, and they're kind of doing the same issue that I had with a lot of Henry Cavill's scenes for Superman suit. I think Henry Cavill's Superman suit is absolutely beautiful, especially when they actually let the colors pop out. But so often in the movies, it's desaturated, and the colors look more gray and muted, and I think that really harms the suit negatively. And they use that exact same sort of technique in this picture. The suit, I think, is way too muted. People have already gone around and started doing edits to show you what a proper Superman suit should look like, with proper blues and reds that are actually popping. And I think those look far better than the actual image that we've gotten. Another word that I hear being thrown around a lot is MCU-ification. Now, this is talking about costumes. If you look at the MCU costumes lately, they have definitely taken a more angular, random lines sort of design, with one of the worst offenses of it being Spider-Man's Homecoming suit, where you just got all of these random lines, random textures, big black lines that aren't really needed. But the effects are seen on pretty much every suit that has came out recently in the MCU, as well as a few other comic book things, but it's really heavily seen in the MCU. These lines are really purposeless. I don't exactly know what they're supposed to serve aesthetically even, but that is what they're for, is for aesthetics. But it's like, what is it doing to the suit? I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's certainly doing something for sure. And me and plenty of other fans don't really like it. It's taking some of the simplicity of the superhero costumes and almost needlessly modernizing it, which just doesn't seem to make sense. And so this Superman suit has some of that MCU-ification going on it. We have a bunch of these random angular lines along the shoulders and on some other parts of the costume that I just really did not think was necessary, and I think the suit would look way cleaner without it. Another thing that I see a lot of people talking about is the collar on the suit. Now, I'm not exactly a huge fan or huge hater of the collar next to Superman. I think it works better in some instances than others. I think they made it work pretty good in the New 52, but I've seen some other material where they just kind of take it too far, and I'm not a fan of it. Here, I don't think it messes the suit up that much. I think it's fine, but I think that it damages the look of the suit because so many people dislike it. Again, personally, I take it or leave it. I don't really mind it. But I have seen a lot of people who hate the collar. Just hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. And, you know, these are still part of the Superman fan base that you have to kind of appeal to when designing a suit. So I think that was definitely a misstep, going and adding the full fucking collar up, you know what I mean? I'm not a fan. Now, I want to say that this is pretty much my first thoughts on the suit from this first image, and it really is a terrible image. I'm not sure why they chose this pose, a pose that has been turned into a pretty good meme, mind you, but it's just the worst thing you could do for the picture because it's casting all of these shadows across the chest. The suit's battle damaged, it looks like, so the logo is dingy and dirty and doesn't look nice and clean and bright like the rest of the suit should look, and it's just, I don't know why they chose that pose. It's so bad to use. I don't know why they didn't do a more traditional sort of first look at a suit where you can actually get a good look at it. I don't know. but maybe the suit will grow on me over time. There are plenty of suits that when they first came out, I wasn't a huge fan of them. I remember Robert Pattinson's Batman suit. I was kind of unsure of this suit when it first came out, but as I saw it in action, as I saw it in the movie, within that sort of theme, within that universe, within those aesthetics of that universe, it worked for me. So maybe my thoughts will change with the Superman suit and it will grow on me. But this is just sort of a video talking about my first gut reaction to the suit, and that's pretty much what this has been. It's just this first sort of initial emotional reaction to the suit. These are my first thoughts, so please give me some room to change my opinions over time if, you know, the movie ends up being better than I expected and are able to utilize these aesthetics in a way that make the suit work. But for now, I don't know. I think that it is a rough sign of things to come, because, like I said before, this DCU going forward will be our pop culture representation of these characters in live action for a long time to come in the future. And if all of the suits take this same sort of creative trend, well, I'm kind of scared to see how they're going to turn out. But I am interested to hear what you all have to say in the comments below. Please let me know, do you like the suit? Do you hate it? Is it getting too much hate? Is it getting too much love? Were we too harsh on Snyder and Henry Cavill? Should they come back? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm very interested to hear what you all have to say. I appreciate you watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and hey, maybe go check out one of the other videos that I've done. You might just like it. Well, I'll see you all next time.